Hey there, lads and ladies, it is Petrifying Pumpkins here, and I'm back with another PSVR2 video. Well, maybe it shouldn't be a PSVR2 video, maybe it's just a PlayStation video, because we're talking about, over here behind me, a State of Play returning. This was yesterday, so it says tomorrow, but I assure you it is today, the 12th of February, as you can see. This comes from the PlayStation blog, State of Play broadcast, Wednesday the February 12th, I can't speak. 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET, the extraterrestrial, and 11 p.m. CET, Q's extraterrestrial. Let's just read through, so it shouldn't take too long, and then we'll talk about the elephant in the room. Watch February 12th on YouTube and Twitch for news and updates on great games coming to PS5, full stop. This is from Tim Turry. Now this is important that this is from Tim Turry, so keep that in mind. He's Content Communication Manager at Sony Interactive Entertainment. State of Play is back tomorrow, February 12th. Tune in live for news and updates on great games coming to PS5, full stop. The show celebrates a creative and unique selection of exciting games from studios around the world. The 40-minute show, so it is a chunky one. It's a big one. That's good to hear. I'm excited about that. I really hope it's not going to be like 20 minutes of like deep dive into one specific game. I just want it to be like lots of 5-minute clips or 2-minute clips, you know, just the more the better. We've already gone over the times, I don't need to say that again. We'll be broadcasting in English and Japanese. Apologies for the Spanish out there. Regarding co-streaming, yeah, we don't need to read that. So that's what we know there. Now I want you to keep that in mind. Obviously it was very little, short and sweet, but I'm going to show you some other things. I'm going to show you some past State of Play blog announcements, and I want to see if you can tell the difference. We're going to do a little bit of spot the difference, so let me just get the pictures up here. Okay, so first of all, let me just thank a gentleman named Lee James for getting these screenshots for me. He did the actual legwork looking into past announcements. I'm just going to try and get over the part that matters. I'm going to skip down to this line here. It says, and we'll give you a new look at other titles coming to PS5 and PSVR2 in 2024 and beyond. That's Exhibit A. Are you ready for Exhibit B? Exhibit B says, State of Play is back tomorrow, September 24th. Tune in live for news and updates on more than 20 upcoming PS5 and PSVR2 games. Still not convinced. Let's take a look at Exhibit C. State of Play is back. Tune in live for updates on PS5 and PSVR2 titles. Now, that's all my evidence. I'm not going to go back looking for any more than that because I feel like I know the answer. So let me go back to this Tim Turry thing that's important. So those previous ones were made by Sid Schumann. I just want to point that out. So Tim Turry, maybe he words things differently. There is some people out there thinking, you know, just because they're saying PS5 and not saying PSVR2, which is the elephant in the room, of course, maybe they're bundling PSVR2 in with PS5 because at the end of the day, you need a PS5 to run PSVR2 games. Kind of, you know, I think it's very silly not to include PSVR2 there so that you can get PSVR2 people excited as well. Why can't we be excited? Now we got this douse, this cloud hanging over us. But just because they're not saying it doesn't mean there's not going to be PSVR2 there. However, you know, I'm a realist. People say pessimist, I'm not realist. I'm a realist when it comes to PSVR2, so I think if they're not mentioning this, it probably means there's not going to be PSVR2 games at the State of Play tonight. However, as many other people have brought up, we are getting close now to the 2-year anniversary of PSVR2, and as is tradition from PlayStation when it comes to PSVR2 anniversaries, we usually get a little bit of a blog post on PlayStation blog where they might show something. So I remember for the 2-year anniversary for PSVR1, they showed off Borderlands 2, which was really exciting, really cool, even though it was really... I mean, if you have an announcement like that, I think you really need to be showing us at your State of Play where you're going to have thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people looking at that rather than this fucking blog here, which is, you know, obviously the PlayStation diehards look at this blog, but when it comes to, if you want people to know about your PSVR2, you should be putting this on your State of Play, especially when you have one coming out. Either delay the State of Play to the anniversary so that, you know, you can show off your anniversary games there, or even at the State of Play if they say at the end, stay tuned for in 10 days time we're going to have some PSVR2 announcements for the anniversary. That'd be cool as well. But if it's 40 minutes of just PS5 games, nothing else, not even a little scrap for PSVR2. It's going to be disappointing. Now this is an opportunity for them to show something like, you know, Resident Evil 9, but then what I can predict happening is there won't be any mention of VR, and then people are going to be like, oh, VR will come, they just don't want to talk about it yet, and blah blah blah. And that could be the case, but you know, that's gonna it's gonna be more muddled. Just get the fucking message out nice and clear is what I want. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming this alongside PlayStation. I'm going to be co-streaming, whatever you call it. What's the co-streaming? I think that's their term for it down here. It doesn't feel right because it feels like I'm involved in it somehow. I'm not. I'm just going to be restreaming. I feel like that's a better word. I'm going to be restreaming this tonight when it goes live, 10 p.m. my time and 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to see. We're going to sit through probably 20 fucking anime games that are all looking the same, and then we might get one or two cool flats announcements. And I'm not expecting anything for PSVR2. In the back of my mind, going to be holding out a little bit of hope that we do. And if we do see anything, of course, I'm going to be delighted. Keep in mind, the last time we had a state of play, I wasn't expecting anything for PSVR2. So when they did say PSVR2 was going to be shown, I was surprised, and they ended up showing Hitman and Midnight Walk, which were both games I'm still looking forward to a lot. So if they can do something like that again, I'd be happy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you going to react if they don't show anything for PSVR2? Is this another nail in the coffin, even though the coffin is basically all nails now at this point, if you ask me? But is it just another nail in the coffin? Or are you going to be holding out hope for the anniversary, and then if the anniversary comes and goes and there's not much to show for it, what if it's just like one or two kind of shitty indie games that nobody really cares about too much? And no disrespect to indies, I'm just saying we need fucking big games that are going to move headsets, because at this stage, you know, we're too late in the game now to be relying on indies to save us. Anyway, I'm waffling on. You know, leave your comments in the comments section. And before I end this video, let me thank my channel members whose names are on screen as I speak. They are the following: Muzz VR, No One Knows, Plank71, Esports Commentator for Hire, DJ the Pumpkin Patch Kid, Pete Hawkins, Crumb, Edify Till I Die, Aced, Geza, Deadeye Dan, Chop PPE minus, and Mr. and Mr. 777. Thank you very much for that support. It is greatly appreciated. I hope I see a lot of you at the live stream tonight. And finally, one last thank you is to Decepticon for letting me use his music in all my videos. You can find him, Decepticon.com, link to that in the description, and also Spotify, Bandcamp, all those usual places. So if you like the music you're hearing in the background, go check him out. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Well, I'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight for the Stays of Play. Fingers crossed it won't be too bad. Stay moist. Goodbye.